Hey guys, one of my friends called and asked me a question. He says, Kevin, what kept you so focused and motivated when you start buying real estate? I said, well, if you know my story, as a young kid, I struggled through school. And coming up back then, if you wasn't going to college, they said you was going to just make minimum wage. And I always thought about that. And I said, nah, I'm going to do more than make minimum wage. So I just stayed focused. My teacher said to me, she said, Kevin, you always say you like to do things around the house with your dad and fix things, so you should go to trade school. And that's what I did. So I knew I wasn't going to go to college. So when you feel like you don't have any options, and at the time I felt like I didn't. So when I did learn to train electrical installation, which was very hard, but I stayed focused. And I didn't let the distractions of the world get to me. And the reason why, because the other option I did not have, that I wasn't college material, so I thought. So at that time, I just put my blinders on and I just worked hard to learn this trade. And then I started doing side jobs and started learning the trade and started making money. And at an early age, I understood. I worked in a pizza shop at 12 years old and understand how money works. And I think that's what happens. People don't know how money works. They just want to make money and spend it. No, but you have to save. And they say you save for a rainy day, but I was saving for an asset because I knew I wanted my money to work for me. And that was the biggest thing that, for me, that made a big difference. And I kept the blinders on, and if you guys read my book, Daddy, I'm a Man, you could have been. I talk about when I got my first property and it didn't work out, and the tenants didn't pay, and so on and so forth. And the devil's always in detail of, trying to get you off your course of what you should be doing. But I wound up staying focused and renting it out again. Same thing. Had a problem with the tenant. So when I sit back, all of those things I could have changed and said, you know what, this whole rental thing is not for me. But it's 30 years later. It was the best thing that I ever did. And that's how I was able to retire at an early age and be able to put myself in a better situation. So I still have that same hunger of feeling like I don't have any options. Now I know that I do, but I always stay humble and realize that stay hungry, stay focused. I heard stories and family members, it's like, oh, you work all the time. I heard people say I'm very hungry, I'm a workaholic, and you heard it all. And those are distractions of those same people in the same position 30 years later. And I'm still moving on, so you cannot let people around you distract you of what you want to do. And it's very hard because, you want to be in the in crowd, and sometimes that's not always good. You have to stay focused, and that's what I did. So stay humble, stay focused, stay determined, and stay around people that are trying to do the things that you want to do. I think a lot of times, fear equals procrastination, which equals failure. A lot of people are good talkers about what they want to do, but not willing to put the work in. So I'm always grinding, always working hard, but you have to work smart. So now I don't work as hard. I have my money working harder for me. So this way, when you have investments, now they say you should be making money while you're sleeping, and now I can do that. So that was me keeping my blinders on and staying focused. So people out there, if you want to be successful is a mindset. That's all it is. But you have to have a plan, and you have to have a plan and execute your plan. And don't let nobody get you off that. Good luck with all the things that you're going to do in this new year. I'm out.